This audio article is brought to you by PsychicAccess.com, where gifted psychics and mediums share their wisdom to elevate your spirit and empower your life.
The 7 layers of the auric body. The aura, also known as the subtle body, the luminous body, or the human energy field, is an egg-shaped glowing field of energy that emanates from us in various colors and surrounds our entire body like a glowing multicolored cocoon. The overall size, shape, and dominant colors of our auric field are influenced by our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. It contains vital energetic information about our state of being and can extend several feet from our body. Psychic connections for the purpose of reading, channeling, or healing can be made through the different layers of energy in our aura, of which there are 7. The auric layers essentially function as a protective energy shell or buffer for our luminous body, similar to the layers of skin that protect our physical body. Each of the 7 auric layers is associated with the 7 primary chakras or energy centers of the body and reflects specific, personal aspects of our being. Each chakra vibrates at a different energy frequency that resonates with different aspects of our being, such as our physical health, emotions, thoughts, and spirituality. Each of these energy layers refers to a specific level of consciousness, has its own function, and stores our energetic vibrations that relate to its specific function. For example, the etheric layer governs the physical body, bones, muscles, ligaments, organs, and glands, while the emotional layer reflects the person's emotional states and level of maturity, intelligence, and so on. Psychics and mediums who are able to read auras can perceive and interpret the energy patterns associated with each of these 7 auric layers. This provides insight into a person's physical and emotional health, personality traits, and spiritual development. Psychics and mediums access these auric layers to perform many different types of readings and energy healings. Clairvoyant psychics not only feel or sense these energies, but can also see the size, color, and shape of a person's auric energy. Auric reading relies on psychic perception or extrasensory perception, which is the ability to perceive information beyond the 5 normal senses. This ability is harnessed and used in all forms of psychic reading and mediumship. I believe that the ability to see auric energy is present in all of us. In fact, I believe we see auras all the time, but we are not consciously aware of them. When we learn to shut down the rational, cognitive left side of our brain, the intuitive, abstract right side can more easily perceive the human energy field. However, it takes some training and practice and a lot of patience. Today, there is also modern photographic technology that can capture some of these energy layers of a person's aura in a visual image. Aura photography dates back to the 1930s and was discovered by Semyon Kirlian, a Russian inventor who found a way to capture the energy fields of living beings using high-frequency electrical currents. The psychic benefits of auric reading. Psychics and mediums use their psychic gifts to tap into each of the auric layers and give specific readings on all kinds of topics or life issues. These highly intricate and complex energy fields combine for a deep connection and reading. The layers of your auric field reveal many aspects of your personal and spiritual well-being, including resonant or disharmonic energies in your relationships, ancestral karmic debts or energy imprints from past life traumas, energy blockages or stuck energy points that may be hindering your personal growth and goal attainment, and so on. By interpreting the energetic status of each of your auric layers, psychics and mediums can gain insight into the current state of your auric health and provide guidance and support on the best way forward. Understanding the dynamic nature of auras and the layers within them enables psychics and mediums to offer profound insight and guidance to individuals seeking a deeper understanding of themselves and their life paths. Many psychics and mediums do not realize that they are accessing or connecting to a person's auric layers when they are doing a reading. The process is unconscious and essentially automatic for a gifted person. However, psychics, mediums, and healers who are informed, trained, and experienced in this aspect of the reading or channeling process tend to be more skilled and accurate because they often have a more developed understanding of where the energetic information in their readings is coming from. This enables them to interpret it with greater efficiency and accuracy, and to provide the best possible guidance and insight to their clients. The particular psychic abilities or talents of a reader will also determine which auric layers they intuitively connect with when they do readings. For example, a medical intuitive will instinctively focus a lot on a client's etheric layer, while a clairempathic reader will connect more with the client's emotional auric layer, and a psychic love advisor will scan the person's astral layer. The 7 auric layers. The concept of the 7 auric layers is rooted in several ancient spiritual traditions, including Hinduism, Buddhism, and Western esotericism. The earliest mention of the 7 layers of the aura is found in the Hindu Vedas, which date back to about 1500 to 1000 BCE. In the Vedas, the 7 layers are called koshas, which means sheaths or covers. The koshas are said to represent the different levels of consciousness and energy that make up a person's being. In the 16th century, the concept of the 7 layers was further developed by the German mystic Jakob Böhme, who wrote extensively about the 7-fold nature of the human being. Böhme's writings influenced later Western esotericists, such as the Theosophical Society, which popularized the concept of the 7 auric layers in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. The 7 auric layers have been described in different ways by different authors and traditions. However, there is general agreement on the basic structure and functions of the layers. Etheric layer. Also known as the physical layer, the etheric layer is the outermost and closest layer to the physical body. It ranges from 1/4 inch to 2 inches from the body, and energy lines are most easily seen here because it is so closely associated with and shaped like the physical body. This layer is associated with the root chakra and reveals the condition and health of the physical body. The etheric layer regulates the exchange of energy and information between the body and its environment. It collects and distributes life force energy from the sun and the environment, and is responsible for informing the shape of the body and maintaining the body's health and energy. Its appearance is a shimmering, pale yellow or silver light, and it is constantly vibrating and changing, reflecting the physical condition of the body. It also acts as a protective shield and is associated with our instincts, survival, and primal energy. When the body is healthy, the etheric auric layer is strong and vibrant. However, when the body is diseased or stressed, the etheric auric layer becomes weak and dull. A psychic reading of the etheric layer can provide insight into the physical health and well-being of the client. A psychic, medical intuitive, or energy healer can sense blockages or imbalances in the etheric layer and provide guidance on how to restore balance and harmony to the body. Emotional layer. This emotional layer is the second field of the aura, extending approximately 1 to 3 centimeters beyond the physical body. It is associated with the sacral chakra and is related to our emotions and feelings. The emotional layer is responsible for processing and storing emotional experiences, and is often the layer that psychic readers focus on during a reading. The emotional layer reflects our feelings, desires, and emotional experiences. It can reveal emotional patterns, traumas, and how we connect with others on an emotional level. It reflects our personal emotions as well as the emotions we feel for others. This layer is less defined than the etheric layer and is more active and energetic. It is also the layer that controls and deals with relationships with other people. It is on this layer that emotional bonds are formed. A psychic reading of the emotional layer can provide insight into the client's emotional state and well-being. A psychic can sense blockages or imbalances in the emotional layer and provide guidance on how to restore balance and harmony to your emotions. Mental layer. The mental layer is the third layer of the aura, extending 4 to 8 inches above the physical body. It is associated with the solar plexus chakra and is related to the mind, thoughts, and mental processes. It is often seen most prominently by psychics around the head and shoulders. The mental layer holds the blueprint of your mental processes and is responsible for our thoughts, ideas, beliefs, intellectual abilities, and cognitive processes. It is associated with our decision-making, problem-solving, and intellectual activities, and the layer of the aura where concepts and thoughts become the intentions that manifest our wishes and desires. Psychic readings of the mental layer can provide insight into a client's mental state and well-being. A psychic may be able to sense blockages or imbalances in the mental layer and provide guidance on how to restore mental focus, positive thinking, and cognitive clarity. Astral layer. This fourth layer of the aura is associated with the heart chakra and acts as an energetic bridge or crossover point between the physical and the metaphysical. It is the layer of love, both specific and universal, and the first of the spiritual layers. The astral layer bridges the denser or lower vibrations of the physical plane and the finer or higher vibrations of the spiritual planes. It is the layer or portal in our aura through which all energy must pass when going from one world to another. A psychic reading of the astral layer reveals energetic information about a client's relationship, love, self-love, receiving, and giving love. This is also the level of the aura where information about our astral cords or energetic connections to other people can be accessed for the purpose of cord-cutting rituals. Psychics who specialize in love and relationship counseling often rely on information contained in this auric layer. Etheric template. This fifth layer is associated with the throat chakra and extends approximately 18 inches from the physical body. This is the layer that stores the creative energy that will eventually manifest in physical reality. It houses the energy blueprint for everything about us that is created on the physical plane, especially our physical body. It is a more subtle and higher layer of energy that exists within the etheric auric layer. The etheric template is encoded with our genetic information and essential life force and is responsible for the development and structure of the physical body. The etheric template is often seen as a transparent, etheric form that closely resembles the physical body. It is an exact replica of the etheric layer, but at a higher frequency energy level. The main difference between the etheric auric layer and the etheric template is in their functions and levels of abstraction. The etheric auric layer is a more tangible and immediate layer that directly affects the health and energy of the physical body. The etheric template, on the other hand, operates on a more ethereal level, serving as the blueprint for the physical body's manifestation in the time-space reality of the physical realm. Psychic readings of the etheric template can provide profound insights into ancestral cellular memories, past life energy imprints, or karmic patterns that may be affecting an individual's current physical health and well-being. Celestial body. The celestial body is the fifth layer of our aura and is associated with our spiritual connection to the universe and the divine. It is located approximately 18 inches to 3 feet from our physical body and is associated with the third eye chakra. This layer is said to be a reflection of our highest potential, our connection to the divine, and our ability to see beyond the physical world. This layer of energy is where we communicate with spirit and where our soul interacts with the divine. It is associated with the third eye chakra, the center of intuition, imagination, and spiritual awareness. It is also associated with divine love, unconditional compassion, and spiritual awareness. It transcends earthly concerns and serves as a gateway to higher consciousness and spiritual connection. The celestial auric layer is often seen as a radiant field of pearly white or opalescent light extending approximately 2 to 4 feet from the physical body. When this layer is healthy, it is strong, vibrant, and evenly colored. It is also more open and receptive to higher spiritual energies. A psychic reading of the celestial body reveals information about a client's intuitive acuity, spiritual development, and psychic awareness. Etheric template. The etheric template is the 7th layer of the aura associated with divine or universal consciousness and is related to the crown chakra. It is also known as the causal body. The etheric template contains the energetic encoding of your life plan and soul contracts, and also reflects all the experiences and events your soul has ever gone through. It is essentially your personal set of Akashic records. It is the mental aspect on the spiritual level and extends between 2.5 to 3 feet beyond our physical body. The etheric template is composed of tiny golden-silver threads of light and rapidly pulsating golden shards that hold the entire shape of the aura together. It also contains a golden grid structure of the physical body and all the chakras. This auric layer is the highest and most refined layer of the aura and represents the divine spark within each of us. It connects us to the universal consciousness, the primal life force, and our soul purpose. It is the seat of the cosmic divinity that unites all things. A psychic reading of the etheric template reveals information about a client's life purpose and soul plan in this lifetime, as well as information about their soul evolution through previous incarnations or past lives.
About the author, Cosmic Coach. James, aka Cosmic Coach, is a Christian minister, a teacher, and an energy guide. He has been seeing and talking with angels and guides since he was 7. As a teen, it dawned on him the unique connection he had. He prayed for others at his family's Christian church and received direct messages and healing energy from Spirit. As a young adult, he became ordained and is still attached to the Christian church today. After mentoring with a remarkable psychic woman, he developed his own tools and began his full-time psychic practice. James has mastered many techniques in his psychic practice to connect with the unique heart center of each of his clients. He is a Reiki master of many traditions, who is adept at crystal healing, card readings, and delivering detailed messages from angels and guides. James is always expanding the base of his knowledge to broaden his reach and serve as many clients as possible.
This audio article was brought to you by PsychicAccess.com, where all new customers get a free reading, because we are that confident you will love us. Visit us today at PsychicAccess.com.